Hello again, everybody. This is Randall Nichols with LCP Stat, bringing you a brand new tutorial. Today we're going to talk about creating a new client and modifying an existing client. Here we go. All right, once you get your LCP Stat opened up, go ahead and click on Cases. And you can do this a number of different ways. The first way is going to be to use this menu across the top. All of these items here are specific to whatever you see inside LCP Stat, and so they are, we call them dynamic menus. They change based on whatever window you're in. So in this case, we're in the Cases window. So if I click Create, it's going to let me create a new client. So I click Create, New Client. I see the shortcut there. Now I'm on a Mac, so I have the command symbol and the letter N. If I hit Command N, I'm going to create a new client if I'm in the Cases window. On Windows, you'll have the Windows key and the letter N, or Control N would also do that as well. Now, another way to do that is on the screen here, you see the little piece of paper, the new case. So you hit the plus, that would create a new client or new case as well. So I'm going to click that, and we see this new window pop up. This window is our demographics window. This is where we're going to enter the information for the client, the information about the case, and this is how we actually begin to build a new plan. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to enter in some information, and I'll be right back. All right, so what we can see here, we have Mr. Dale Jones. Name that he prefers to be called is the name he goes by, Dale. We've got his information here, his demo information, male, Native American. He's English speaking, high school graduate, married, and was born February the 10th, 1965, and is employed full-time. You can go in and add phone numbers as well. We'll just do one real quick, 555-555-1234, and we'll call that his home number and click add. Now, real quick, I want to move through these next couple of tabs because there's some explanation that you need to understand. This date of event, you notice if you look down the list, there's date of event, cause of event, injury, illness. There's another date of event and coverage type. We are aware that there are two lines here that say date of event. They are different dates, and you will want to input these differently. Just note that there is an update coming to correct that, but for now, information that you enter will be processed correctly, even though these say date of event. The first date of event is the date that the accident happened, the date of injury. So we're just going to pick a date. We'll say January 15th, 2013, and we'll call this Workman's Comp, and we'll say ankle, whatever. Date of event is the date that you were contracted by the attorney. So we're going to say January 31st. And if there is a healthcare provider or insurance provider, then you choose that here. We're going to say Blue Cross. You could edit that list if you want to and keep adding to it. So you just hit return and you would say self-insured, however you want to do that. Case info here, if you are working as in a business other than self-employed or maybe one or two people in your office may have identification numbers that you need to use. This is where you would input all of that. The referral source would be the attorney possibly, requested by, if there is such thing, if there's a judge assigned to the case, then you would enter all of that information here. Case categories, for instance, life care plan, and so forth. And any general notes that you need to provide, those would be here. General notes do not get printed in any of your reports. These are just for you as you're working through the case. Just something to know that's maybe relevant to you in your research, but not relevant to the actual life care plan report. Cool. All right, I'm going to close this, hit save, and that saves our new case as an open case with a new number, case number 1015, Dale Jones with an ankle injury. So I'm going to go ahead and click Dale Jones. And I want to talk about one other thing real quick, and that is modifying information for a client. So as the case progresses, as you meet with the client further, you may have some other things to add to it. For example, if a judge has not been assigned to this case yet, then you wouldn't have that information when you first build the client information. But you might want to go in there later and adjust that and add that information. So the way you do that, back up to the top where it says modify, click modify and choose edit. And you can go back to the case info and type in the judge's name. Whatever his name might be. Click save. And you notice now that that pops up right there. Any other information that you need to add, you can do that regarding demographic for the client. But that is how you add a new client and modify the demographics for a particular client. Stay tuned for more tutorials coming right up.